Here's the statement from Irenaeus which preterists will need to alter. We will not, however, incur the risk of pronouncing positively as to the name of Antichrist. For if it were necessary that his name should be distinctly revealed in this present time, it would have been announced by him who beheld the apocalyptic vision. For that was seen no very long time since, but almost in our day, toward the end of Domitian's reign. That is Irenaeus from Against Heresies, Book 5, Chapter 33. Now you see the word "that" toward the beginning there, for that was seen no very long time since. Preterists would tell you it should be understood as in he, as in John. For he was seen no very long time since, but almost in our day, towards the end of Domitian's reign. This creates a problem, however, because we know that Irenaeus, when wishing to inform people about John, where and for how long he remained among believers ministering to them, he refers to this tradition concerning Ephesus and John living up to the times of Trajan. Christ still fulfilled the office of a teacher, even as the gospel and all the elders testify, those who were conversant in Asia with John, the disciple of the Lord, affirming that John conveyed to them that information, and he remained among them up to the times of Trajan. That's Irenaeus Against Heresies, Book 2, Chapter 22. And Irenaeus says this as well. The church in Ephesus, founded by Paul, and having John remaining among them permanently until the times of Trajan, is a true witness of the tradition of the apostles. And Irenaeus says that in Against Heresies, Book 3, Chapter 3. Now compare these three statements. Do you see the contradiction which arises due to the preterist interpretation? In the first quote, Irenaeus would have said something more along the lines of this. For he was seen no very long time since, but almost in our day, in the times of Trajan's reign. That's what he would have said. Do you see the contradiction? But when you leave it as it is, and it refers to the time the apocalyptic vision was seen, then we have no contradiction at all. We have the first statement, which refers to the time the apocalyptic vision was seen, in the time of Domitian's reign, and we have this second tradition concerning the latter part of John's life among the believers in Ephesus, and his being among them up until the times of Trajan. And this is why Eusebius can say this in his History of the Ecclesia, Book 3, Chapter 23. You see that he refers to the time of Domitian's reign, John returning from exile at that time. Now he has Clement of Alexandria in mind here when he says this, but he knows from Irenaeus that it's Domitian's reign that's in view here. But then, a little further down, we find Eusebius referring to John remaining among them until the times of Trajan, and then the second quote from Irenaeus about John again remaining with them until the time of Trajan. Eusebius didn't see any problem here. Of course not. Nobody should. There isn't any problem here. The only time a problem arises here is when preterists start tampering with stuff.